Hi everyone, welcome to my channel How to Teach Kids at Home. Today I am taking a very interesting topic of English grammar, direct and indirect speech. But before starting this video, I would like to mention if you are interested in watching the same video in Hindi as well as interested in watching maths, science and full English grammar videos, part of speech as well as the phonetics videos, then the link is available in the description box as well as in the pinned comment of this video. Also, you can visit to my channel and go to the videos and playlist tab to watch the individual videos. Now let's begin the today's topic, direct and indirect speech. In this video, we will see what is direct speech, parts of direct speech, how to write direct speech format, what is indirect speech, how to write in indirect speech format, direct to indirect speech conversion for assertive sentences, interrogative sentences and imperative sentences. Also, we will see the rules which are very important to convert direct speech into indirect speech. That includes the change of the reporting verb, change in the personal as well as possessive pronoun, and change in the expression of time and place. So, first we will see what is direct speech. Direct speech repeats the exact word or the quotes of the speaker. Direct speech is used in writing. The exact word or the quotes are written in the inverted comma. For example, Radha said, I am watching movie. So, Radha is a speaker here and I am watching movie is the exact code or the exact word which the speaker has said. So, the direct speech expresses the exact word of the speaker. Teacher said, submit your notebooks for correction. In this sentence, teacher is a speaker and submit your notebooks for correction is the exact codes or the exact words which was said by the teacher itself. So, in direct speech, the speaker himself or herself expresses the codes or the exact words. Now we'll see the part of direct speech. There are three parts of direct speech. First is the speaker, second is the reporting verb, and third is the quoted words. The speaker is the person who is speaking. Reporting verbs are used like says, said, told, asked, requested, inquired, ordered, etc. And quoted words are the exact word said by the speaker. So it is very simple. The direct speech has three parts. We have seen from this example, teacher said submit your notebooks for correction. So teacher is the teacher is the speaker here, said is the reporting verb, and submit your notebooks for correction is the quoted words. Radha said, I am watching movie. In this sentence, Radha is the speaker, said is the reporting verb, I am watching movie is the quoted words. So, now it's clear that direct speech has three parts. First is the speaker, second is the reporting verb, third is the quoted words. Now we'll see what are the rules for writing the direct speech. The first rule is that the first word within the inverted comma starts with a capital letter. Here, of the reported speech or the quoted words should start with the capital letter. The whatever sentence or the words are there in the inverted comma, the first letter should start with the capital letter. Second, a comma is placed to separate the reporting verb and the quoted speech. So, this is speaker, this is a reporting verb, and this is the reported speech or quoted words. So, the first letter of the reported speech must start with the capital letter. Second, the reporting verb and the quoted speech should be separated by the comma here. So this is the two rules for writing in direct speech format. Now we'll see what is indirect speech. Indirect speech is used to express the words of the speaker in own words, not the exact word of the speaker. So the indirect speech is narrated by the second person who express the word or says the word of the speaker, but in the second person's own language, own words, not the exact word of the speaker. For example, the second person expressed in past that what the first person was talking about. So indirect speech is talks about the past. It expresses what was the conversation done or the talk said by the speaker or by the first person. So the second person expresses in own words what the speaker or the first person said in indirect speech form. Now we'll see how to write the indirect speech format. First, in direct speech, we have the speaker, reporting verb, and the reported speech. So, for writing in indirect format, what we have to do? First, we have to remove the comma. Second, whatever we have done for the for writing in the direct speech format, the rule we have to remove for the indirect format. So the direct speech format rule says we have to put comma after the reporting verb and the reported speech. Second, the first letter of the reported speech should be in capital letter. So the same thing we have to remove for the indirect format. We have to remove this comma. Second, the first letter must not be in capital letter of the reported speech. And one more thing, that we have to add conjunction that after the reporting verb. So there are three rules for writing the indirect speech format. First, we need to remove the comma after the reporting verb. Second, that conjunction is placed after the reporting verb. Third, we need to remove the inverted comma, and the first letter of the reported speech must not be in capital letter. It is written in the small letters only. Example, Radha said, I am watching a movie. So how we will write this sentence in indirect speech format? Radha said that, so that is placed here and no comma. She was watching a movie. Here there is a change of verb that we will see later. So the simple format is Radha said that she was watching a movie. That after reporting verb we have removed the comma. Second, we have put the conjunction that. Third, the inverted comma is removed and the first letter of the reported speech is written in small. So these are the three rules for writing in indirect speech format. So before moving ahead, let's revise for the direct speech. We have direct speech has three part: speaker, reporting verb and quoted words. So the rules for writing in direct speech: first we need to put comma after the reporting verb. Second, the reported speech must be written in inverted comma and the first letter must be in capital letter. And indirect speech format also has three parts: speaker, reporting verb and the reported speech. And the rules for writing in indirect speech format is after the reporting verb we need to remove the comma. Second, that conjunction is placed after the reporting verb. Third, the reported speech should not be written in inverted comma. The inverted comma need to be removed and the first letter of the reported speech will be in small letters. Now we will see the direct to indirect speech conversion. So we will see for the assertive sentence, for the interrogative sentence and for the imperative sentence one by one. What are assertive sentences? The sentences which express the statements like I am eating food, she is going. These are the assertive sentence. So what are the rules for conversion of direct to indirect speech? There are three rules. First, there will be a change in the reporting verb, change in the pronoun, personal and possessive pronoun, and change in the expression of time and place. Let's see them. First is the change of the change in the reporting verb, that is change of the tense. So just now we have seen the direct speech has three parts. First is the speaker, then reporting verb, then reported speech, right? So for direct and for this is for the direct speech, and for indirect speech also, indirect speech the format is same, speaker plus reporting verb plus reported speech. So what is the main condition on basis of which we can convert a direct speech into indirect speech? The main thing which plays the main role is the reporting verb. Reporting verb is very important. The tense of the reporting verb decides how the sentence or the speech will be in the indirect speech format. So we need to focus on the reporting verb tense. The reporting verb is present in three tenses: present tense, future tense, or past tense. And what are the reporting verbs used in the direct speech format? Says, said, said to, will say, told, asked, requested, inquired, and so on. So the reporting verb can be in three tense: present tense, future tense, and past tense. So what will happen if the reporting verb is present in the present tense form? For example, if in a sentence says is written, Ram says. If says is written, then we can identify the tense of the reporting verb is present tense. So what will be the tense of the reported speech? How we will convert this sentence in the indirect form? So when the reporting verb is in present tense form, there will be no change of verb in the reported speech. So this is speaker, reporting verb, and reported speech. When the reporting verb is in tense, present tense, then the reported speech verb will not change. It will be as it is. The reporting verb, if it is in present tense, there will be no change of verb in reported speech. Second, if the reporting verb is in future tense, for example, if Ram, if the in sentence it is written Ram will say. So will say signifies that it is in future tense. So there will be no change of verb of the reported speech. The verb will remain as it is. And if the reporting verb is in past tense, for example, said is written Ram said. So said is in past tense, then the verb of the reported speech will definitely change. So these are the three conditions which are very important when we are converting a direct statement into indirect form. So what is required? First we need to identify what is the tense of the reporting verb. If the reporting verb is in present tense, then the reported speech verb will not change. If the reporting verb is in future tense, then also the verb of the reported speech will not change. It will remain as it is. But if the reporting verb is in past tense, then the verb of the reported speech will definitely change. So it will be more clear with some examples. Let's take the example of the present tense. If the reporting verb is in present tense, then no change of verb in reported speech. It will remain as it is. If the reported speech verb is in present tense, so it will remain in present tense. If the verb of the reported speech is in past, then it will remain in past. Example, Sam says John is not keeping well. So Sam is speaker here. Says is the reporting verb, which is very important. So the reporting verb here is says. So from says we can identify that the reporting verb tense is present tense. So what we have learned, when the reporting verb tense is present tense, then this is the reported speech. Full inverted comma sentence is the reported speech. Then the tense of the reported speech will not change. So how we write this sentence in indirect form? Sam says that Sam says that John is not keeping well. John is not keeping well. So the tense is remains as it is. Here also it is, that is present form. Here also it is present form, present tense. So when the reporting verb tense is present in the present tense, then the verb of the reported speech will not change. So it remains as it is. So this is the example when the reported speech verb is in present tense. Now we'll see when the reported speech verb is in past tense. This is the reported speech. This is the speaker and this is the reporting verb. So first we have identified the first thing which we need to see is the reporting verb. So reporting verb is says, that means it's a present tense. And what is the condition for present tense? That the if the reporting verb is in present tense, the verb of the reported speech will remain as it is. So what is the verb here in the reported speech? I baked the cake yesterday. So baked tell us that it is in past tense. So it will remain in past. So mother says that she baked the cake yesterday. Here also the verb remains the same. Baked, baked. We have not changed the verb. Here also is. So when the reporting verb is in present tense, the verb of the reported speech will not change. Second, when the reporting verb is in future tense, then also the verb of the reported speech will not change. It will remain as it is. If the verb is in present tense, it will remain in present tense. If the verb is in past tense, it will remain in past tense. He will say good lyrics make a good music. So he is the speaker, will say is the reporting verb. So will say tell us that the reporting verb is in future tense, is present in future tense. And good lyrics make a good music is the reported speech. So what is the condition? When the reporting verb is present in future tense, then there will be no change of verb in the reported speech. So the verb of the reported speech will remain as it is. Make, here also make. The verb will not change. So the sentence will be in indirect format. He will say that good lyrics make a good music. So what we have learned, to change a direct speech into indirect speech, first thing which is very important is the change of verb. If the reporting verb is in present tense, then the verb of the reported speech will not change. We have seen the two condition. In first case, the reported speech verb is in present tense, so it remains in present tense. So in second case, the verb of the reported speech was in past tense, so it remained in past tense. Second condition, when the reporting verb is in future tense, then also there will be no change of verb in the reported speech. Now the third condition, when the reporting verb is in past tense. When the reporting verb is written in past tense, so like said is written, so we can identify that it is in past tense. So there is a change of verb. So what will happen? So it has four conditions. If the verb in the reported speech, speaker, reporting verb and reported speech. So what we have to identify? First we have identified the reporting verb. If the reporting verb is in present, the verb of the reported speech will remain as it is. If the reporting verb is in future, the verb of the reported speech will remain as it is. But if the verb of the reporting verb, if the reporting verb is in past tense, then the verb of the reported speech will change. How it will change? If the verb in reported speech, okay, reported speech is in simple present, it changed to simple past. If it is in present continuous, it will change to past continuous. If it is in present perfect, it will change to past perfect. If it is in simple past, then it will change to past perfect. So these are the four cases when the reporting verb is in past. So let's see them. So these are the four cases when the reporting verb is in past tense, the verb of the reported speech changes. Speaker, reporting verb, which is present in past, and this is the reported speech. So we are now talking, now this is fixed that the reporting verb tense is past only. So for that we have four cases, four conditions. Now we are discussing that when the verb of the reported speech is simple present or present continuous, present perfect or simple past, then how it will change. So first case is when the verb in the reported speech is in simple present. So simple present will change to simple past. Jay said, my wife stays in London. Jay is the speaker. Said is the reporting verb. This is the reported speech which we need to identify. So here, what is the verb? Stays. So stays tells us that it is in present form. Simple present. So simple present will change to simple past. So stays will change to stayed. In this sentence, my is also changed to his. This we will see in the second case, that is the change of pronoun. So the simple present is changed to simple past when the verb of the when the reporting verb is present in the past tense. Second condition, when the verb of the reported speech is present continuous, then present continuous will change to past continuous. Neha said, I am driving car. So in this sentence, am represent the present form, present tense, and driving is the continuous tense. Continuous tense. So present continuous will change to past continuous. The past tense of am is was. This is past, and continuous driving is in continuous tense. Okay, so present continuous changes to past continuous, was driving. Neha said, I am driving car. Neha said that she was driving car. The third case, when the verb of the reported speech is present perfect. The present perfect will change to past perfect. Abhijit said, Indian team has won the match. Has is in the present perfect tense. So present perfect will change to past perfect. Had. Has is changed to had. Abhijit said that Indian team had won the match. Fourth condition, when the verb in the reported speech is in simple past. So the present is converting into past, but this is now already in simple past. So the simple past will change to past perfect. Ronit said coach came late to ground. So came is a simple past. Came changed to had come. Had is the perfect form. So is the past perfect. Had come. Ronit said coach came late to ground. Ronit said that coach had come late to ground. So these are the four conditions which we have seen when the reporting verb is present in past. So first we need to identify to convert a direct speech into indirect speech, that what is a reporting verb. Reporting verb, if it is in present, no change of verb in the reported speech. If the reporting verb is in future, no change of verb in the reported speech. But if the reporting verb is in past tense, then there are four conditions of change of verb in the reported speech. The verb of the reported speech, if it is in simple present, it will change to simple past. Present continuous will change to past continuous. Present perfect will change to past perfect. Simple past will change to past perfect. So if you know these four conditions, then you can easily convert a direct statement into indirect statement. And we have seen this with example. Now, when the verb is in past form, in that case, and here the past form can have reporting verb as said or said to. Said will remain as it is in indirect form, but the said to will change to told in indirect form. Example, my doctor said to me, medicines will help you. So here said to is the reporting verb and it is in past form. If said to is written, it will change to told. So my doctor told me that medicines would help me. And if the reporting verb is in past, then there is one exception, that verb of the reported speech will not change in two conditions: when it expresses the universal truth, second when it expresses the habitual fact. For example, the teacher said the earth revolves round the sun. So the earth revolves round the sun is the universal truth. The teacher is the speaker, said is the reporting verb, the earth revolves round the sun is the reported speech. So the verb here, reporting verb, is past tense. So we know that when the reporting verb is in past tense, then definitely the verb of the reported speech will change. But it will not change in two conditions: when it is a universal truth or when it expresses the habitual fact. So the earth revolves around the sun is the universal truth. So it will remain as it is. The verb here is revolves. So revolves will remain as it is. It will not change to revolved. So in indirect form, how we will write? The teacher said that the earth revolves around the sun. So this is the exception. We need to remember it. So in past tense, when the reporting verb is in past tense, we have learned three things. First, will be a change of verb in the reported speech. It will change accordingly. The simple present will change to simple past. Present continuous will change to past continuous. Present perfect will change to past perfect. Then simple past will change to past perfect. And one more thing we have learned, that if the reporting verb is written said to, it will change to told. Third thing, exception, that verb of the reported speech will not change when it expresses the universal truth or the habitual fact. So this is all about the change of verb. We have seen the three conditions when the reporting verb is in present tense, future tense and past tense. Now, for changing a direct speech to indirect form, there will be a change in pronoun also. So, change, we know the pronoun has the three form. First person, we know that first person is I and we. Second person is you. Third person is he, she, it and they. For singular, I is the first person. For plural, we is the first person, and you can be both singular and plural both, and third person is he, she, it, they. So whenever in the reported speech, remember, speaker plus reporting verb plus reported speech. So we are talking about reported speech. So when in reported speech, the personal pronoun and the possessive pronouns are used. That is for first person and for the second person. So they both will change to third person. How? The personal pronoun like I, we, and you. I and we is the first person, you is the second person. And the possessive pronouns like my for first person and our for first person and your for the second person will change accordingly to the situation in the reported speech. The first and the second person in the reported speech will change to third person in indirect speech form. Speaker said reported speech. The speaker, reporting verb, and the reported speech. So remember, we are talking about the reported speech here. If in the reported speech first person or second person is present, it will change to third person. For singular, first person is I. So whenever I is used, it will change to he or she. For second person, if you is present, it will change to he or she. For the plurals, if the first person is mentioned, we, so it will change to they. Second person, you, will change to they. Similarly, for possessive pronouns, first person, my or me, will change to his or hers. For second person, your will change to his or her. For plural also, first person our will change to their, your will change to their. So this we have to remember. If in sentence in direct form I or you is used, I, you, we is used, so it will change to he, she, they. My, me, your, our will change to his, her, their. So this is the change in pronoun, personal and possessive, when we are changing or converting a direct speech into indirect speech. Earlier we have seen the change in verb, three conditions. Now we are seeing the change in pronoun. Let's take some examples. She said, my ring is stolen. She is the speaker, said is the reporting verb, and my ring is stolen is the reported speech. Remember, we are talking about reported speech. So here my is present. My is the first person possessive pronoun, so it will change to her, third person. Her. She said that her ring is stolen. Okay. Nisha said to Rima, I like your dress. So, speaker, reporting, verb, I like your dress. This is the reported speech. So, in reported speech, I is present, I is the first person, and your is the second person. So, first and second person will change to third. I change to she, and your change to her. He said, so Nisha told Rima that she liked her dress. Third example, he said, my brother is very helpful to me. So he is the speaker, said is the reporting verb, and my brother is very helpful to me is the reported speech. So in reported speech, first person possessive pronoun is present, my and me. So it will change to third person, his and him, third person. So this is the change of the pronoun. First person and the second person will change to third person when we are converting a direct speech into indirect speech. Now, the third change is the change of expression of time and place in the indirect speech form. So, when the reporting speech or reporting verb is in past tense, what are the changes? This will change to that, these will change to those, here change to there, now change to then, ago change to before, last change to the previous, must change to had to, can change to could, will change to would, shall change to should. Next change to the following, may change to might, and today or today change to that day, tonight change to that night. Yesterday change to the day before or the previous day. Tomorrow will change to the next day or the following day. So these are the expression of time and place we should remember while writing indirect speech form. So if these words are present in the direct speech, it will change to these words while writing the indirect speech format. Let's take some examples. Here, the teacher said, I will explain these sums next week. So, the teacher is a speaker, said is the reporting verb, and this inverted comma is the sentence is the reported speech. So, here in the reported speech here, will is present. So, will change to would. These change to those. Next week change to following week. This we have seen just now. The will change to would. These change to those. The next week, the next change to following. Next week, next month will change to the following week or the following month. So the teacher said, I will explain these sums next week. So what will be the sentence in indirect form? The teacher said that she, here I is the personal pronoun. This also we have seen the personal pronoun. First person change to third person. She will change to would. These change to those. Next week change to following week. So this is how we write a direct sentence into indirect sentence. So what the three conditions we have studied. First is the change of the verb. That second is the change of the personal pronoun. Third is the change of the expression of time and place. So these we have seen for the assertive sentences which express these statements. Now we'll see how we convert the direct speech into indirect speech for the interrogative sentence. The interrogative sentences will change to assertive forms. When the interrogative sentences is there in the direct speech, it will change to indirect speech. Reporting verbs, like if the said is written, it will change to asked, inquired or demanded. And here with asked, inquired and demanded conjunction, that will not be used. The reporting verb inquired and demanded is followed by a preposition of. So when there is an interrogative sentence or a question, the said will change to asked, the said can change to inquired, or said can change to demanded. And whenever we write inquired, we have to write of, followed by a preposition of. Inquired of, demanded of. And sometimes for interrogative sentences, we use whether and if while writing the indirect form. Jay said to Ram, do you know about the project? So in this sentence, said to is written. Reporting verb said to. So here said to will change, and here the reported speech is a interrogative sentence. It has question mark, so it is an interrogative sentence. So the reporting verb said to will change to asked. Do you know about the project? So how we will write? Jay asked Ram whether he knew about the project. So in this sentence, do you know about the project? In the sentence here, whether is used. Whether he knew about the project. So this is how we convert an interrogative sentence, direct form to indirect form. Jay said to Ram, do you know about the project? Jay asked Ram whether he knew about the project. So the reporting verb here, said, is changed to asked. And whether and if can be used while writing the indirect form. And said can also change to inquired or demanded of or inquired of. He said to me, Do you know the syllabus? Here, reporting verb is said to. So, said to will change to inquired of. He inquired of me if I knew the syllabus. Here, as we know, the said to, again we can remember the rules. Here, reporting verb is said to, which is in past. So, the verb of the reported speech will change. Here, the verb is know. So, it is in present form, simple, present. So, it will change to simple, past, new. Second thing, the said to is changed to inquired of, and if is also used. So in first sentence we have seen the use of whether, and in second sentence the use of if, and the reporting verb said is changed to asked or inquired of or demanded of. So this is how we convert the direct form to indirect form for the interrogative sentences. Now the third is the imperative sentences. Imperative sentences expresses the command, request or advice. So for imperative sentence, how we convert a direct form to indirect form? The main thing is the reporting verb. So the reporting verb say, tell or said to will change into command, request or advice for imperative sentences. Let's take some examples. She said to me, lend me your books. So, said to will change to requested. She requested me to lend her my books. To lend her my books. She requested me to lend her my books. And the here next is the Dave said to his servant, do this work properly. Here said to is changed to ordered. Dave ordered his servant to do that work properly. The doctor said to Money, exercise regularly. The doctor advised Money to exercise regularly. So it depends upon the sentence. For example, if she is asking for book or requesting, so we will write requested. If it is a order or it's a talk between owner or a servant, then it will be ordered. If a doctor is talking, the conversation between the doctor and the patient, the doctor can advise. So we'll use advise. So she requested me to lend her my books. Dave ordered his servant to do that work properly. The doctor advised Money to exercise regularly. So what we have seen for the imperative sentences, say, tell, said to, the reporting verb will change to command, request or advise. So let's revise it again what we have seen in direct and indirect speech. First we have seen what is direct speech. The direct speech repeats the exact word or quotes of the speaker, and the parts of direct and indirect speech is speaker, reporting verb and the quoted words. How we write indirect speech? First, the word of the inverted comma must be in capital letter and the comma should be placed to separate the reporting verb and the quoted speech. Second, the indirect speech is the word of the speaker expressed in own ways by the second person, and it talks about the past. And how we write the indirect speech form, we have to remove the comma that after the reporting verb. The that is used as a conjunction after the reporting verb, and the inverted comma of the reported speech should be removed, and the first letter which was written in capital should be written in small letter. Now, then we have seen the rules for converting direct to indirect speech. First, we have seen for the assertive sentences. The first rule is the change of the reporting verb. Second is the change of the pronoun. Third is the change of expression of time and place. So, for the change of reporting verb, if it is in present tense, so the verb of the reported speech will remain as it is. If the reporting verb is in future tense, the verb of the reported speech will remain as it is. But if the verb of the if the reporting verb is in past tense, then the verb of the reported speech will definitely change, and for that we have seen the four conditions. If the verb of the reported speech is in simple past, it will change to simple present, will change to simple past, present continuous change to past continuous, present perfect change to past perfect, simple past change to past perfect. Also, we have seen when the reporting verb is in past tense, then the said to will change to told, and there is an exception also. The verb of the reported speech will not change when the reported speech expresses the universal truth or a habitual fact. Second, we have seen the change of the pronouns. The first and the second person, I, we, you, will change to third person, he, she, it, they, and the first and the second possessive pronouns, my, your, our, will change to the third person, his, her, and their. Third, we have seen the change in the expression of time and place. This, these, here, there will change to that, those, here, and so on. Second, we have seen the conversion of direct speech to indirect speech for the interrogative sentences. In that case, the reporting verb said to will change to asked, inquired, or demanded, and inquired and demanded will be followed by of, so it will be inquired of and demanded of, and the conjunction that will not be used. And while writing the indirect form, we use whether or if to write the indirect form. Third is the conversion of direct speech to indirect speech for the imperative sentences. Here, the reporting verb say, tell, and said to will change to command, request, and advise. So, this is all about the direct and indirect speech. This topic is really very vast, but I tried my best to explain and cover all the points in a very easy and a simple way so that you can easily understand it and be able to solve the questions based on direct and indirect speech. If you like my video, subscribe to my channel How to Teach Kids at Home. Thanks for watching.